Hey y'all, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Y'all hit the like button as you come in. Hello, hello. How is everybody doing? I love you guys, and I'm glad y'all made it in here on this Good Friday. We got a little bit of update, a little bit of stuff from the funny papers. I had fun with y'all last night with our late night gossip, child. We had a good time up in here, and I couldn't believe that many of y'all was out the bed. What was y'all doing out the bed that time of night? I still don't know. Please hit the like button as you come in. Please, please, please like the button, like the button. Okay? But it was just so crazy because I didn't know nobody was still at that bed. It really shocked me. It really did. But it was a good surprise because we was up in here for like doggone near 2 hours talking about these people and their business real good and better. Let me greet everybody real quick. Y'all go ahead on. Please, please hit the like button, thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not subscribed and hit the notification bell. Make sure you click all so you'll know every time we go live over here with me and the fam. Now, we do have some birthdays that we got to celebrate up in the chat. We got a couple of our girls celebrating some birthdays. Let me throw their greeting in here real quick. Y'all can't hear me? For real, y'all can't hear me? I could have swore. Kid, you was calling the house. Hold on. Who is up in here? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Okay, Christian, you can hear? Okay, cool. Because I was like, man, what's going on? Y'all give me a second. Y'all know I be typing slow, so forgive me. Forgive your sister. I'm trying. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I promise. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to do it. Because there's two people on there. And I don't want to mess nothing up. And y'all know I'm gonna mess up if don't nobody. Um, well, I guess if I don't, I'll be all right. I ain't gonna mess up too bad. Um, hold on. Okay, okay. All right. Y'all hold on 1 second. Forgive me, okay? Okay. Is all right. I be trying to get it straight because I know y'all will fuss at me if I don't. Okay. Well, I be scared y'all will fuss at me. Y'all might not even fuss at me, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So I be trying to get it right. I'm about to make a mistake. Hold on. Okay, got it. Because I want to make sure we can celebrate birthdays. I'm so sorry for being slow, y'all. I'm not my fastest today, but I got all the information pinned to the top of the chat so we can get going. So let me greet everybody because you know I'm not comfortable until I do that. We ain't gossiping, talking about nothing and nobody until I act like I got some manners and greet everybody who's in here with us. Okay, I got to do that. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. All right. All right. Let's see. Okay. Delicia, first one in here. Hey, boo. There's my Kia Cocoa Pop. All right, TGIF ladies. Dana Cutler. How you doing? The number one Steelers fan in the chat. We got C Mays. How are you? We got Silver Diamond, one of the birthday girls. Happy birthday, boo. Zaline Turner up in here. Hey, girl. Jess Jules JG. Hey, happy Friday. Lala Chanel, honey, the other birthday girl. Okay, we got two of them. Y'all birthday twins up in her. Okay, Vita from Denver. You canning what you canning? Vegetables or soup? What you canning, girl? I did eat a little something. I actually did. I did. All right, who we got? Sandra, happy Friday to you. TGIF, Sharon Jenkins, happy Friday to you, sis. Good to see you. Oh, you down there in Miami. We got another Florida girl in the chat. You know, I feel like I win when that happens. Hey, Angie, my other Miami girl. We got another one. Cheryl ain't here, but Cheryl is another lady from Miami up in here. We got Nacho Twins mama all the way from the West Coast. TGIF sis. Maka is in the building. Good afternoon to you. How you doing? Thank God it's Friday. There's my Christian Key with her beautiful self. How you feeling today? I'm glad to see you as always. Amused. TGIF. Hey, lady. All right, Nisi Rose. Happy TGIF to the beautiful lady in Canada. That's right, y'all. Like, share, subscribe. Thumbs up, fam. All right, we got LEL always up in here to keep us cracking up in the chat. Sasha Lynn, how you doing? Okay, good to see you. Who we got? Kim Bird. Hey, lady. Happy TGIF to you. Simply Ange in the chat. We don't get to see you often. I know your schedule probably be all over the place, but I'm always so happy when I get to see you. How are you? Now, Kia, you said you was calling the hogs while we was live. Yeah, I understand. I should have been calling the hogs. Instead, we was in here laughing, kikiing, and cackling. Ooh, and I got to tell y'all something about that. I got to tell you. Hey, Spiller. That's my sis. I tried to call you yesterday, and I couldn't even get you on the phone. I know you was busy. I know it. But I'm glad to see you here today. All right, y'all can hear me good. Auntie Eva is here. Say she's in and out because she's still working. All right, like button. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. Cheryl, you made it. Hey, girl. How you doing? All right. Who we got? Sasha Ellis. Hey, lady. Happy TGIF to you. I'm so glad to see you. All right. Okay. Cece Miller says you made it back. All right. Well, we always happy to see you. Happy to have you. Hope that we in some way gonna put a big smile on your pretty face. Let me tell you what happened. See, this is why I don't clown too hard too often, Cece. But I clowned real hard last night because I know you needed a laugh. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go and take the leash off my neck. I'm going to let the monkey out the cage and I'm going to act a fool. Hey, Jesse X. Happy TGIF. Hey, Candy R. She said, happy fancy Friday. Yes, we all feeling a little fancy today. I feel fancy. Yaya. Hey, how are you? TGIF to you and happy new year. Vanessa. Hey, sis. I love you. Oh, my sisters are here. I love them so much. Rochelle. Hey, boo. Happy Friday. So let me finish speaking to everybody. And I got to tell you what happened, Cece. Hey, love my dogs too. How you doing? Trini girl. Hello, lovely. How are you? All right. I think I done spoke. Oh, nope. D. Marie. Hey, sis. TGIF. Happy Friday to you. I did not turn on Twitch today. I didn't. So we just in YouTube. Mary, how you doing? She said greetings from Jersey and TGIF. Love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, got it. Onyx, hey love. I love when I get to see Onyx. How you doing? So good to see you. Because I got to tell y'all what happened. Miss M01, how you doing? Happy New Year to you and happy Friday. All right, happy TGIF. So let me tell y'all what happened, right? So some of y'all wasn't here and some of y'all ain't caught the replay yet, but we was up in here last night gossiping. Hey, Journey B. What you say? You listen to the end before you go to bed on this very cold Friday night. Oh, man, I forgot you in the UK. How cold is it over there? Good Lord, I know y'all freezing. It's a little nip in the air down here in Texas, so I know y'all got way more than the nip up there. Jack Frost got his butt on his shoulders over there. I know he do. But listen, so we was up in here gossiping, y'all, clowning, having a good time. Our sister CC was here, so I'm like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and act up. I don't normally just act up, but I said I'm going to go ahead on and act up. Hey, Angela's Precious World. How are you? Good evening to you. Lovely lady, you are highly welcome, okay? I'm glad you're here. All right. So listen. So I'm clowning. Hey, Wani, how you doing? And sure enough, somebody jumped dead in my comments. And I'm gonna be honest, I removed the comment because I wasn't in the mood. Immediately assuming that I'm finna explain jokes to them. Like, this is why I don't cut up too bad. Like, usually I try to behave myself as best I can, because when I don't behave, hey S Collins, how you doing? Happy Friday. And so when I don't behave and I'm just clowning and telling jokes, hey US Army brat, you always got one or two people. Well, what you mean? I hope that was a joke, because maybe he like his hair like that. Let me just double down on this one, okay? I don't care if Jim Jones like his hair. It's called a joke. Jokes is jokes. And everybody got them. Some people stick, some people make it stick, some people don't. And the fact of the matter is this: if Jim Jones like his hair like that, well and good. I don't believe so. I think Jim is a little special. But the rest of the world stay talking about Jimmy's hair, and we gonna laugh. Hey, Chris Stephanie Stroud, happy Friday. We gonna laugh about it. So if we caught the woman responsible for doing that man hair like that, we gonna call it what it is, and we gonna laugh. And I still say we after the man responsible for them doggone legs. And even though I don't cut up often, I try to behave myself. I promise I try. I try so hard. If at any time that I feel like one of my sisters need to laugh and I need to go ahead and let my hair down and be this little ignorant, silly country girl that I am, I'm gonna do that. Because it's more important to me to put a smile on my sister's face than to pet the feelings of somebody that I don't even notice being sensitive for no reason. Never gonna stop doing what I do. That's just a little PSA. Just a PSA. Hey, Toffee Mocha, how are you? Learning to love myself. You made it. All right, all right. Nacho Twins mama, you say you talking about the braider braiding it up and then brushing them with a wave brush. That's what she doing. That is what she doing. Now she guilty. It is what it is. Now, and we caught her on tape. We caught her in the act. We caught this woman red-handed, man. Kids say, I can't stand people like that. I wish we could go back to the 80s and 90s when we didn't have to be politically correct. And I ain't gonna never be politically correct. I'm gonna say what seemed right to me in my head. Now, y'all know me. I don't believe in just trying to hurt nobody's feelings. But if we over here having a good time and we laughing, and you somebody that's so unhappy you can't laugh, you can't crack a smile, you can't feel the love in this room, then you probably can't feel the love in no room. It's a whole lot of love in this son of a gun. Okay, we love each other over here. And we love to see new folks coming in, and we love to love on them too. But every now and then you get somebody that's just sour and gonna try to make you explain a joke. What do I look like? Y'all hit the like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up. LEL said a joke is a joke. If we want to laugh at Jim Jones' fuzzy Medusa locks, we can laugh. And nobody we won't be questioned neither. No. That's right. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Girl, Jimmy brush braids and I don't care. So surely he can crack that corn. You say, and who is responsible for Nene Tomboy braids? Now, we ain't caught that one, Just Jules. Give us some time. Give us some time. We ain't caught them. Yeah, we gonna find out who responsible for them legs, D. Marie. Trust me. Trust me. The person responsible for the legs, they gonna slip up too. Hey, Red Majestic Diva. How you doing, boo? Good to see you. Happy TGIF. Astute Queen B. Hey, lady. How are you? Okay. I don't know what to call his legs. They just real skinny and po. Sandra said again, don't come over here with that stuff. We happy over here. We are very happy ladies over here. We eat good. We drink good. We laugh good. We look good. Okay, this is what we do over here. This is our job. Full time. Full time. We don't take no days off either. We gonna do our thing. But just for the record, it is what it is, man. We fam over here. If you want to be a part of it, we love you and we would love to have you. But don't come over here being messy. CC, thank you for the super chat, sis. I appreciate it. She said it was much appreciated and you did not disappoint. Love you. I love you right back. I promise you, to the moon and back. Anytime I sense that one of y'all need a good laugh, we're going to go ahead and act a fool. I'm pulling my hair down. Heck, I might even have to take my hair off if I'm wearing some. And we're gonna go ahead and laugh. Because that's what we do best, man. We was built on the laughs. We built this whole foundation off of laughter and love and keeping it real. And I be John Brown. We're gonna keep doing just that. We're gonna keep right on laughing, loving, and keeping it real. Okay? What you say, Red Majestic Diva? Say, just call his legs chicken legs. Girl, them things, they kind of favor chicken legs, but it look a little bit like flamingo legs too. He say he got what they call baseball leg. Baseball? Ooh, honey. He LEL say his leg to thigh ratio is just off. It looked like a meatball on a turkey bone. Okay. So are we starting early? Are we starting early? I know that's right, girl. We gonna thank God that you working, honey. Everybody ain't able to work. There's some people want to stand up right now and can't. There's some people want to get out the bed and can't. So I know you probably tired, and we gonna pray for God to continue your strength, because there's somebody want to be working right now and can't. So I'm grateful that you able to do it. Hey, Lisa Gordon. Anytime, sis. Anytime. I want us to laugh. Laughter is good medicine. Laughter is good medicine. You say it's the name I called him yesterday. Girl, I be saying so much stuff. You think I know everything I say? I don't be knowing what I be saying half the time. I just be speaking from the heart, okay? That's right, Vanessa. We come over here. We love, we laugh, we pray, we slay. This is what we do. Come on now. Y'all got to give us some room. This is what we do. Straight up. Straight up. So that's that on that. Y'all hit that like button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I know I didn't set it up in time, so the notifications didn't go out. I'm assuming the rest of our sisters will get up in here every now and then, a little bit by little bit. And we're gonna go ahead with these updates. I gotta get them in and get them out. Delicia say we need laughter in our life. It's all good. We gotta laugh. We gotta laugh. Good God. What would us do if we couldn't laugh? I don't want to find out. It sounds bad. Don't it just sound terrible and depressing? If I can't laugh, I mean, what would I do? Whatever would I do? So dig. First up on the update tip. R.I.P. to Sidney Poitier. The Lord called him on home. I think they said he was 90 or in his 90s. So, R.I.P. to him. Rest in peace, sir. We don't have to say who he was. We already know who he was. He was an excellent actor, activist. He had his problematic moments too, but we ain't gonna bring that up. I'm not the lady to get up there for 2 minutes, please, and start talking about you owed me $20 at your funeral. I'm not gonna do that. Hey, sweet diva, happy Friday. I'm not that lady. He was 94, Sherry Green. At 94, the Lord called him home at 94. So he had a nice full life. He looked good when he left here. His skin was still lovely. Had all his hair. He looked strong. He looked strong. So he literally, lived a good life. He lived a long life. And unfortunately, nobody lives forever. Everybody must pass that way soon. So, prayers for his family and his loved ones. But we also have to be real and thank God for his life, because everybody don't get to live to see 94. And y'all know I'm telling the truth about it. Everybody don't live that long. So I thank God for his life, and I hope that his family will be comforted, at this time. Vanessa, what you say? You met Sidney. You very close to his daughter, Sherry. I know the inside. I'll leave it there. Right. But that's why I say now we can't beat them ladies at the church that, we know out on the program, they say 2 minutes, please. And somebody get up and say stuff. We can't get up there and go to the 2 minutes, please, and start talking about, what Willie Earl was doing at the gambling house. This ain't, wrong road. Right now, we're going to pray for the family. Okay. That's right, Sherry. Everybody don't get to live that long. So we thank God for his life and his contributions. And I hope that the family will have some peace at this time. Happy birthday to little Blue Ivy. Happy birthday to little Blue Ivy with her little cute self. She just is tall. She almost tall as her grandmama. I seen the picture. She looked so nice. She looked so nice. People talked about that baby so bad. And to me, she was never ugly at all. People just so mean and hateful. And I always say, you bold to talk about a baby and call it. I mean, a baby got to be shown up ugly for me to just say it. You know what I mean? You be done marked your kids and grandkids. Your baby come, your one of your children come bring your grandbaby in the house. You be done call animal control and pull out a cattle prod. Y'all better be careful calling people children ugly. It'll come back and it'll touch you. That's right, Just Jules JG. Long life. Ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody perfect now. And you don't want nobody getting up there at your funeral at the 2 minutes, please, talking about you neither. You know they'll do us like that. I told my daughter, don't even put no 2 minutes, please, on the program. I don't want nobody getting up there saying nothing crazy. And sure enough, don't want them getting up there lying. You know, people will try to lie at your funeral too. They'll be done told one. It'll be somebody jump up there and say, Shanitra was so soft-spoken. And then I want all y'all to say lies. Black lies. That's right. Zelene, I said it. Animal control. People sit around and talk bad about people, children, calling them ugly and stuff and picking at them babies. And then your baby come in there looking horrible. Then you know you did it to yourself. I'm sorry, but I believe in that. I believe in that. I'm not finna say nothing about nobody babies. Yeah, no open mic. That's that 2 minutes, please. When they put it on a funeral program and it say reflections, 2 minutes, please, and they let them people come up there and just be saying stuff. Not at my funeral. I don't want nobody to get up there and say nothing they ain't got no business. No. Lala, what you say? You keep your mouth shut about babies. You want your wound to be blessed and highly flavored. I'm telling you, mess around and have a baby, the child come out looking elderly. It's gonna be your fault. I done seen some children that look a little, suspect, but I don't say a word. If I can't call them precious, I just look away. I don't say nothing about nobody, baby. Yeah, somebody gonna act a fool. Let me tell y'all this real quick. We had a friend of ours. This was back in 2012, I want to say. And he had a seizure and he died suddenly. He was not unhealthy as far as we knew. He had just went fishing with his uncle and everything. Yeah, people do say some ugly stuff about children, like they ain't got to worry about no kids popping up in their family. But anyway, he had went fishing with his uncle, y'all. He got back, dropped the uncle off. The uncle was in a wheelchair, so he helped him get in the house. And as soon as he did, he turned around and walked back to his car. Hey, film 5555, happy Friday. And he turned around and walked back to his car, and he fell dead. He had a seizure and he fell dead right there. He never made it back in his car after getting his uncle in the house. And so none of us were prepared. One of our partners had just got out of prison and he was there. And, we, the old crew, all us sitting up there on the front row at the church, which was kind of ironic. Some of y'all from the South and from the country, y'all know about the mourners bench. They used to make, if you was one of the unsaved people, you had to sit on the mourners bench, that first row. And we was all sitting on the front row because that was the spot that was open that all us could sit together. Hey, leader, happy Friday. And one of our good friends who managed to, get saved at the last minute, this joker up there at the 2 minutes, please, y'all. And I mean, he had so much to say. He was telling everybody's business. He wasn't just talking about our friend that passed. He was telling everybody's business, mine included. And then one of our other friends, his mama, who used to have an addiction problem, she jumped up there. And started talking about us and telling her business, telling our business. I said, after that particular funeral is the one that told me, ain't gonna be no 2 minutes, please, at my funeral. We're not gonna do it. Because that lady said that even when she was high on crack and on a binge, that she was still praying for us because we were so terrible. Y'all, I ain't never been so shamed in my life. Me hadn't. So I don't want no 2 minutes, please. No, not at my funeral. We not gonna have it. If y'all get there and you see somebody trying to write it in or asking can they do it, just say hell no. Even if you're in church, it's okay. Say hell no. Right, girl. He told everybody business but his own. Yes. So no, ain't no 2 minutes, please. Hey, Miss Sparkle. Candy R say, yeah, I know about it. We got in some trouble because we did not want to go to a revival one year. Oh, yeah, that mourner's bench. It ain't no joke. Cece laughing at me. I'm dead serious. That lady got up there and said, even when she was high on crack, she was praying for us because we were so terrible. I said, no, not in the church. You didn't say that. Kids say funerals and weddings. Hell no, with the stories and testimony. Right. Everybody want to unburden themselves. This is a funeral. This is not Iyanla Fix Your Life. Don't get up there telling them people all that. They don't need to know that much about us. Hey, Nadia. Happy Friday. Yeah, man, for real. So, I'm just saying, just for your own knowledge, just when you get ready to go, make sure you tell somebody. Vita say you gonna be there to stop them. Yeah, stop them. Don't let them do me that. Don't let them do me like that. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, they know how to stick it to you. They know how to stick it to you. So y'all better not let them do 2 minutes. Please do. Wherever you make your eternal home, you gonna regret it. But anyway, let's get to the update before we start clowning. Y'all know how we do up in here, okay? Wait a minute. He LEL. What you say? She said that at a funeral. Yes, at a funeral. You say, no, ma'am, I want a program. And if your name not on the program and you get your tail up, you're going to be pushed out. Let me prepare my direction. I'm telling you. Yeah, it don't take but 2 minutes to say something ridiculous. You say in your family, we give a 2-minute minimum because we've been known to usher a person or two off the mic. But that's what it was. It was the 2-minute, please. What you mean? 2 minutes is all they need to say something crazy. Vanessa say, that Shanitra was quite a woman. Yeah, we don't have time for none of them stories. You say your mom has given y'all specific instructions. I have too. Ain't no 2 minutes, please. You had to pull over. Girl, when I say it's some humbling moments, that go on at them funerals during them reflections. Oh, you in the bushes. 1 more hour of work. Okay. All right. So get this. Let me get y'all these updates before we start laughing. Vita say call 911. Girl, I wanted to call them. But at the same time, I didn't want to move. Y'all ever been so shamed in a church that you don't want to move? You try to inch down or fall down into the pew. That's what I tried to do. And I was on the end. So I wasn't in the middle of the pew. And I was on the end by the wall. I wasn't in the, I wasn't next to the aisle. I was on the end by the wall. And I was trying to just inch down in that chair as hard as I could. And that's hard to do, y'all. I'm 5'10" and I'm not small. I was trying to become one with that pew. Okay, it was real embarrassing. Queen Mermaid said we need 30 more likes, y'all. Come on now. Thumbs up, help your sister out. So dig this. First of all, let me hit y'all with these unemployment rates. They say they're at 3.9%, so it ain't looking good at all. Today, the Supreme Court started hearing the case from the 12, I think they say 12 states and small businesses and religious groups that took it to the Supreme Court over these mandates. So they fighting about the mandates. So I guess we'll find out what they had to say on Monday. Hey, Vet, how you doing? So we'll find out on Monday, kind of what direction they going in. Now, the Supreme Court right now is stacked with a bunch of conservative judges, some of them that the monkey with a wig appointed itself, Trump them. But, the Supreme Court historically always vote in favor of big business. And we all know this is a big business move. So we don't know whether they're going to, vote just to spite, Democratic leadership, or whether they're going to vote in favor of big business regardless of the leadership. So we don't know what's really going to happen, but I guess we'll find out on Monday. Okay, Queen Mermaid, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my gosh, you put a smile on my face. She says, happy Friday, Miss Nitra. Thank you. Keep me smiling. Well, y'all keep me smiling too, and I appreciate the support. That means so much. It really and truly does. So that happened, just so you know. The Department of Health and Human Services, they clowning themselves too. I like when people clown themselves. Hey, Sharon Stanley. So they clowning themselves, y'all. They done put a letter out saying that, get this, I want y'all to hear this well, because I can't make this stuff up. They say people who ain't got no jab, the staff and the staff at the hospitals that ain't got no jab, they say they pose a serious threat. That's what they put in the court documents. Hey, Jamie, happy Friday. But if y'all recall, the same doggone people is calling the people without the jab, telling them to come back to work. So now which one is it, y'all? You putting it in your paperwork to try to support this mandate crap, but then at the same time, you begging them to come back to work. So do they pose a serious threat, or do you need them to come work because you short staffed? Because see, right now, the problems that they having at the courthouse, not at the courthouse, but at these hospitals, it's not a shortage of beds. The issue they having at the hospitals now is testing. They backed up because of testing and because of staffing shortages, namely nursing shortages. It ain't no lack of beds. It's not because so many people need to be hospitalized. It's because so many people need to get tested and so many people ain't coming to work. So you don't have enough staff to support the census. You can't have that many people in your beds and you don't have nursing staff to cover them, period. So we'll see what happens with that. They keep lying backwards and forwards, but I guess, the truth will out one way or the other. Now, let's be clear. The truth coming out one way or the other, and they can take it any way they want to. This is what's going to happen. Hey, Fly Gray Street. How you doing, sis? Happy Friday to you. Okay, Zaleen, you forgot to put your finger up. Put your finger up when you get rid of So get this. Now, Netflix, let me tell y'all, Netflix say they guarding their money. They ain't got time. Netflix done decided, they done circulated an internal memo to all the recruiters. And when I say recruiters, these are the people who are finding employees for Netflix. So they circulated an internal memo to the recruiters telling them, do not talk about Dave Chappelle at all. That's not a conversation you're going to have. Stick to the talking points we already gave y'all. If somebody bring it up, find a nice way to end that conversation. Now, I'm going to tell y'all what I think. What I think is Netflix is protecting themselves. And the reason I think they're protecting themselves is because if the people that had a fit about it can have a fit about that man telling that joke that was so harmless, because I went and I had to go listen to it because I wanted to see what was supposedly so offensive. Now, y'all know I don't necessarily listen to Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle don't make me laugh. However, what the man said was completely harmless. It wasn't hateful or nothing like that. But they turned it into something. So Netflix is saying don't even bring it up. And you might say, well, how is that protecting themselves? The reason that I think that they are using this to protect themselves is because you could ask a recruiter something and the recruiter could say something innocent and you could twist it and say that they said this, they said that, I feel discriminated against, and it would be a lawsuit. I think, honestly, that Netflix is protecting themselves. Sherry Green said the hospitals are overwhelmed with patients. They need to shut everything down until further notice to get a grip on everything. Now, I mean, you might feel that way, sis. I don't feel like there needs to be a shutdown because, for one, those shutdowns didn't do nothing but make rich folks richer and drive poor folks all the way up under the pavement. And now you got inflation through the roof. You got supply chain shortages. You got Wall Street getting fat. We made 9 pharmacy billionaires throughout the pandemic, or pandemic. And right now, what they're saying that's surging is Omicron that has a very low hospitalization rate. Right now, Omicron only makes up about 22.5% of the people who are hospitalized. You get what I'm saying? And then 2, we found out, I think Monday, that they're actually counting the common cold as a positive C19 test. And this is according to the documentation from the CDC themselves. So I'm not vying for no shutdown, because what that did was drive a whole lot of poor folks and people that have small businesses out of business, and that ain't right. Lala, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, to whom much is given, much is required. I just have to thank you all once again for the birthday love. I appreciate every single one of you. Oh, that's so sweet, Lala. She's sending love out and thank yous to everybody. That's so sweet. Thank you for supporting the channel. And thank you for being loving and just saying thank you. Right, Jamie. That's what all of them saying at this point. Even Creepy Sleepy Joe is saying at this point, everybody gonna get it. Everybody gonna get it. So, right, LEL, we can't survive another shutdown. Financially, we can't. We cannot survive it. All the mess and shortage and understaffed BS we dealing with now is the result of the last one. Thank you. Thank you. Even the UK is like, look, we ain't trying to shut down no more. We got to get back to business, is what they're trying to say. Say they don't want shutdown because they do not pay UE. Or is that unemployment or stimulus checks? Hey, at the end of the day, even if they give it to you, it's not worth the same amount of money. Say that's the only way we can make sure children are safe and not overwhelm hospitals. I mean, the hospitals were overwhelmed and we were shut down before, Sherry. I mean, I don't know, sis. You might be right. And my mouth ain't no prayer book. I might be wrong. But I just feel like financially we can't stand it. We already in trouble. We're already in trouble. They literally forced inflation on us. They did. And that's just it. The Federal Reserve sat there and kept those artificially low interest rates. They bought all the bought up all them junk bonds, kept over. Let me see, because I got the numbers. Y'all know I believe in keeping the numbers. Where'd it go? Hold on. Because I want to make sure y'all really got a picture. Hey, Veronica. Say we never had a complete shutdown. Well, baby, the incomplete one messed us up. So a complete one would be a problem. Say inflation, everything now is outrageous. It is. Hey, Queena, you had to sneak in. Okay. So this is what we up against. And right now, Wall Street is feeling the crunch. Because see, Wall Street flourished during that shutdown. The people suffered, but Wall Street ate. Hey, Unity, happy Friday. Sherry says, I disagree. This is all political. The wealthy are succeeding when we keep things open. Well, yes, sis, they do succeed when they open. But when things are closed, they made even more money. This is not my opinion. This is what's written. They reported their profits. Their profits went through the roof. While small businesses, the mom and pops, went out of business. Their money doubled up, tripled up. Like literally billionaires were created during this pandemic. And the middle class all but completely dissipated. This is just facts. It's just facts. It's like I deal with mostly just facts. Like that's really what happened. Say due to inflation, my company is giving all employees a 4% raise compensation effective immediately. And it's great that your company is doing that, sis. A lot of companies are not doing it. And they know that the money is not worth the same thing. You know, we went over this in detail before, just talking about what Jerome Powell and the Federal Reserve have been up to and what plunged us into a terrible recession. This not recession, forgive me. This terrible inflation. I feel like a heavy recession is coming, but plunged us into terrible inflation. Now, Wall Street dipped in panic, and that's because the Federal Reserve is anticipating the Federal Reserve raising those interest rates sooner than expected. Now, you know, I told y'all before, like maybe quite a few weeks back, that they had those interest rates all the way down to about 2.3%, when in actuality, they should have been closer to 15%. But by them keeping those interest rates artificially low, it actually forced the inflation. It forced it, which is why housing prices went up and everything else. So by them anticipating that, Wall Street panicked. And if y'all were watching yesterday, like I told y'all, keep your eye on the money. Wall Street dipped. There was a dip. I mean, a good one too. And it hit crypto a little bit. I'm always watching. Hey, Miss MO1. What you say? Say there's been so many bars and restaurants in my city that have been forced out of business. It's sad. Yeah, there's a whole lot of small businesses, everyday folks that were forced out of business. This was a war on small business, in my humble opinion. In my humble opinion, it looks like straight up a war on small business. You say unions usually will fight for pay increases based on inflation. Like, we could say that, in normal situations, films, it's true. But look what happened over there at Kellogg. Them people was trying to strike and negotiate. They went and hired people and replaced them. Like, the game has gotten very dirty. You say they say there are jobs, but they're not really hiring. Right. Say some of that is true, but the poor is suffering with keeping things open without getting a grip on the virus. People are still dying and the rich don't care. They don't care. They're just collecting money. And if they shut stuff down, they're still going to collect money. And they still not going to care. They're not going to care. Zelene say the common cold is still around and there's no cure, allegedly. Anything that makes money will always be around because it's money for big business. Thank you. That is exactly what's going on. You say, yes, it's awesome. We're also changing our policy so employees have the option to work from home permanently. I'm glad we are trying to do what's right. Yeah, that's a good company. That's a responsible company. Because as long as you got the option to work from home, then it's your choice. Okay, Toffee Mocha, I done told y'all sister watch the money. I watches the money. If I tell you I seen the dip, I seen the dip. Oh, baby, when I dip, you dip, we dip. They did the dip yesterday. That was the time to buy anything you was thinking about buying. You say you think a crash coming soon, Fly Gray Street. Well, let me tell you. Wait a minute. They closing certain Walmarts. They ought to. They made enough money. The Walmarts, the Targets, the Costco's, they made a killing. Amazon made a killing. Unity say folks are quitting their jobs because of the shortage of help. Yeah, they want to work certain people like they slaves and still not raise them to a living wage. Like, y'all know how I feel about it. America is the ghetto. That's all I can say. But back to what you're saying, Fly Gray Street. See, Wall Street is over there. I'm telling you, they are all of them bought a pack of Depends. I'm gonna tell you why. It's 3 reasons, right? 1, Jerome Powell and them gonna have to raise them interest rates, and it's looking like they're gonna raise them. CBS too. Okay. Oh, I heard about that. I think they said, I forgot how many. I have to go get the numbers, but they gave an exact number. But they're anticipating them raising the rates sooner than expected, but they're going to raise the interest rates. So that's going to affect them. Okay. Then get this. They talking about they need to do a balance sheet reduction. Let me explain to you what that means. Let me make it make sense for you. Now, when I say a balance sheet reduction, remember I was explaining to y'all in detail that our government, namely the Federal Reserve, which is one department in the federal government that has no oversight. They've never been successfully audited. They pretty much do whatever the Sam Hill they want to, right? Okay. Well, they have been holding $8 trillion worth of debt from junk bonds where they was bailing out Wall Street from all the way back in 2008. Y'all remember 2008 when the housing market crashed because they did all that predatory lending? Y'all remember that? When everybody was jumping up buying houses. Oh, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to flip a house. Y'all remember that? And then in 2008, when the housing market crashed, the Federal Reserve has been holding debt for these people since then. $8 trillion worth of, can y'all say $8 trillion worth of that? Well, when they start talking about a balance sheet reduction, that means that these companies who were getting somewhere in the neighborhood of $120 billion per month to keep themselves afloat while everybody else was catching hell, eating pottage meat and soda crackers, sardines and Vienna sausages and whatnot, they was getting about $120 billion per month to stay afloat. Well, now they got to buy them bonds. They got to buy that stock back because they about to do a balance sheet reduction. Yeah. Yeah. So it's a whole lot of things that's going on right now. Hey Egypt. It's a whole lot of things going on right now that don't look so good for Wall Street. Wall Street been eating like some fat cats. But when the money get bad enough, then everybody got to feel it a little bit. Everybody got to feel it a little bit. Just so you know, this is what's going on. It ain't my job to do nothing else. I just got to tell you what happened. I just got to tell you what happened. Now, Lala, what you say? Hold on. You say not to mention, they claim they're extending the federal student loan exemption to May. However, when payments resume, those interest rates will be astronomical. Precisely, which is another thing that's the issue, is because now his own party is telling him, you need to do what you said you was going to do. Because after all, you got elected telling lies. But, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. I'm going to forgive student loan debt. Even though the crypt keeper, Nancy Pelosi, done came out and said he's not going to do that. So I feel like if you knew he wasn't going to do it, why was y'all, sitting up here going along with this man telling lies, promising people what he going to do? And those are things he can do with executive order. And he could have signed that paper, but he ain't signed that paper. Instead, you trying to sign papers to take charge over other people's bodies. That part. Hey, Miss Gigi. Just getting home. I know that's right. Girl, that brought me one of the first things to go, don't it? So that's getting interesting. The Wall Street Journal is basically saying, they calling them out. Like, hey, man, the story keep changing. The story is changing and look like it ain't going nowhere. Just like y'all said, just like I said. This thing ain't going nowhere. The common cold ain't went nowhere. Hell, quiet as kept. The bubonic plague ain't went nowhere. Let's just be real. The world can't shut down until something leaves, because it's not leaving. Every one of them, even them now, they're coming out and telling you it's not going nowhere. This is something that's here to stay. They literally, we just covered this yesterday, gave $137 million to a German company to produce tests, and they're not even going to start production of these tests until 3 years from now, because the facility is not finished being built. What that means is they're planning to still be testing for this mess 3 years from now. So it ain't going nowhere. We would have to lock down for life. And I'm not agreeing to that one. I ain't doing it. Say the banks and Wall Street put us in a recession, and lousy Barack Obama bailed they behind. They didn't need the money. They just brought their stocks back to enrich themselves. That's what they did. Sherry said, I see you more focused, business focused. It's not that I'm more business focused. I'm just being honest. You're a therapist. You got a different view how things should go. We'll all be in a soup line. Well, if we keep shutting down and running small people out of business, and all you got is large corporations, which are the people who have the money to lobby and pay your politicians to vote in their favor and not yours, you're going to be in a line worse than a soup line. This is a war on poor folks. This is a war on poor people. See, at the end of the day, when somebody is telling you something, you have to think logically. If they're coming out and telling you this ain't going nowhere, how long do you propose we shut down? Till Jesus come back? Because they say it ain't going nowhere, and I believe it ain't going nowhere. At the end of it all, we still got to figure out how children are going to eat. That's what we got to figure out. Because it's a whole lot of people that's starving. I'm not starving. I'm grateful. God has been good to me. But there's a whole lot of people that's starving in the name of a lockdown. Right. Girl, I guess forever. Because they talking about it's, the efficacy and how long it lasts. So basically every 3 to 6 months, go back and get one. All the while not mentioning the fact that these things leave these spiked proteins that build up in your vital organs. I'm not doing that. Jamie, you say, what the hell is that going to do for now? Nothing. And the FDA still refuses to give approval to private companies that could produce those tests so people can test and see if they actually have something. See, this here's the foolishness. And they get some people wound up with fear and fear mongering. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not that fearful. I don't get afraid real easy because I pray real good. You know, people that pray very well, we don't get scared like that. My prayer life is on 10. It's on tilt. Queen will say, I've been saying that when the Carnival 19 arrived, people look at me like I'm crazy. Yeah, it ain't going nowhere. But now they're finally admitting that it's not going anywhere. Meanwhile, an entire industry, a sub-industry within Big Pharma has been created. Oh, yes, absolutely. It's just not going the way they planned. Jamie says, they would know that it ain't going nowhere. They was playing around in somebody's lab cross yonder. Right. Oh, Lord. Egypt, I love you. That's all I can say. But, you know, like I always tell y'all, follow the money, follow the money, follow the doggone money. There's a game being played, and it's a game that's going to cost us over everybody else. And that's the reason why I draw attention to what's going on, because anything that happens like that, it disproportionately affects the Black community. So it's only right, in my opinion, that we have an intelligent understanding of what's taking place and that we're able to talk about it and look at it in a way that, you know, comprehensively, like, what can we do? How do we help ourselves? How do we prepare for this? Because, you know, when things like this happen, it's not one-sided. We can't look at it through one lens. We got to look at it from every angle to see how it's going to affect us in every way. See, at the end of the day, everybody ain't coughing and sneezing, but everybody got to eat. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Marilyn McGowan, everybody got to eat. Say, I agree, the small businesses are important, but like you said, this is a war on poor people. The virus is worse now than it's ever been. How so? How so? I'll entertain that. I'm curious. How so? How is it worse now than it's ever been? I will definitely entertain that, because maybe you got a point. Maybe you've seen something I haven't. But I look at the numbers every day. Maybe this your first time making it to our good morning or good afternoon royals. But I do extensive research. I don't just come out here and start talking. Well, see, the numbers don't count, sweetie, because we covered that. We covered the fact that they are literally counting common coronaviruses with the novel coronavirus. And this is after the CDC put those exact numbers up and saying, do not confuse these with the actual C19. And then they're actually counting the ones that they told us do not confuse as that. And they're counting them as positives. And that's been exposed. And we were just talking about that on Monday. So we can't go by the numbers, because by their own admission, the numbers are not valid. Not to mention the fact that the CDC admitted on their own, this was last week, that some of the positives were not accurate because of the fact that the virus can remain in the body for up to 12 weeks, meaning 2.5 months, meaning that according to them, which is what we already knew, you cannot get the same virus twice because your body creates antibodies. So that means when people were testing again and getting a positive, those were false positives, because that was the exact same virus that they were given a positive for prior to that. So they're even admitting that the numbers are inaccurate. So we can't say it's worse now than before. Well, we can say it, but that's not an accurate statement. See, at a certain point, you have to research for yourself and think logically. You cannot allow fear and emotions to keep you from using logical thought. We don't know what the numbers are, because they're giving us positives based on information that they told us specifically on their website not to confuse with the actual Carnival 19. See, that's why I research things, because I don't like people to conflate issues and then tell me things that I know are inaccurate. Jamie says more contagious but milder. Yeah, that Omarion is far more contagious, but it's not doesn't even have the same hospitalization rate. The problem is that Delta is still out there running rampant. And they still need to deal with that. But there's so many moving pieces to this thing. And the biggest piece that's moving is that everything they told us was a lie. From start to doggone finish, all the way down to the fact that they funded it. Films 5555 says, remember, all these singers are selling their catalogs, and Oprah sold many of her own stocks. They know serious things are going down. Exactly. And we can sit up and pretend like inflation doesn't matter. Oh, it does. Ask Turkey. Because right now the Turkish lira is about as valuable as some toilet paper. And that does a lot to the regular everyday po folks. See, other people know how to invest in other things. Most Black people don't have another means of trading. Most Black folks in this country, regular Black folks, they don't have a significant amount of crypto. Most Black folks here are not buying gold. They're not buying silver. So when that currency is in a state of inflation or severe inflation like it is right now, it affects us. So we got to talk about what's really going on. Because like I say, everybody ain't gonna be coughing and sneezing. But I promise you, every one of y'all got to eat. Zelene says Sleepy wants to help the immigrants and not American people. 450,000 per person. Right. Mm-hmm. Thank you. It's been a super inflation on the numbers. Right. And a lot of us, just using common sense, we could see it, but now they've told them on themselves. But this is the problem. The CDC turned around and corrected their numbers. So based on the stats and the info from the CDC, even if it's out of control, okay, let's just say even if, because they already admitted that it was not 73% like they originally said. They came back and corrected their numbers and said that it was only 22.5. They said it, not me. That's number one. It's not about your facts or mine. It's about what they said. And then let's just say their original estimate, which was wrong, and they admitted it, but let's just say it was still the 73% that they said, which was not true. What do we know about the Omarion? What we know about Omarion is this mild. According to Dr. Campbell out of South Africa, which is where it started, Dr. Campbell was like, it's very mild. Hospitalization rates are extremely low, and so is the morbidity. So even if it's out of control and everybody's getting it, everybody's coughing, sneezing, and going on about their business. So what the problem may be? What the problem may be? Listen, all I can tell you, my love, is if you choose to not keep up with their moving goalposts, I understand it, because they change their story every day. The AMA, we just talked about it. The AMA just called them out on it yesterday. Literally yesterday in here, we were talking about it. So it's not a secret that the CDC keeps changing their story. So if you hang on to the original story and you don't keep up with them every day as they change their story, I can't blame you for that. But what I can tell you, over here, we don't do fear mongering. This might be the wrong channel. That's all I'm saying. Candy say, yeah, I heard that the other day. Will and Jada liquidating some assets. Thank you. And I'm going to tell y'all might want to go holler at Birch Gold. That's BIRCH, Birch Gold. You might want to look into purchasing you some gold. You might want to get your money out of paper currency. Fiat currency is almost about to be a thing of the past. Because these people are tanking the system, and they are very well insulated, and we are not. They are very well insulated, and we are not. What you say, Dana? It's also affecting some of the healthcare providers and workers. Hospitals are being overwhelmed with mild cases, like you stated. Yeah, mild cases. But you know what, Dana? You can't blame the people that's coming in there, because the information that's on their televisions and the media has got them so afraid. They're coming there, even though the cases are mild, even though they don't need to be there necessarily, they're afraid. They are afraid. Like, I'm not mad at nobody who's scared, who believes their lies. I'm not at all. I promise you I'm not. I don't care how panicked somebody is and they, start spazzing. It's cool. I get it. Somebody frightened you, and they didn't have a right to do that to you. but it doesn't change the fact that they keep coming out and basically telling on themselves. And every time they change their story, I'm going to report it. I would say I'm sorry, but I'm not. Every time they change their story, I'm going to report it. So that's enough on the Carnival 19 news for today. They had their whole little moment of silence situation for the Prevolution, also known as the January 6th riot at the Capitol. But y'all know I call it the Prevolution. The usual. Biden sat up there trash talking the monkey with a wig on. And he did this, he did that, he did the third child. We already know we don't like him. That's the only reason you got in. So I didn't understand what that was about. Kamala Harris compared the Prevolution to Pearl Harbor Day and 9/11, and the people ate her up on that. Yeah, I do think it's good to get some crypto, but I also think it's good to buy gold, buy silver. Real estate is a good place to put your money, and so is livestock. I tried to tell y'all that before. I mentioned it, but livestock is worth money. And you know what else? When you buy cows and stuff, as I know the state of Florida, you don't even get taxed. Your money is walking around in the field. Can't nobody tax that bull and can't nobody tax that cow. So look into alternate means of investing your funds. I am unique. Say yes, hedge funds, short stocks to run companies out of business. Right. They make billions doing it. Thank you. That's what I'm talking about. And that's what I love, sis. I love that we got a decent amount of sisters over here that are financially literate and we can see what's really going on. This is a money grab, plain and simple. Whip the people into a frenzy, frighten them to death, lie, give inaccurate information, inflate numbers, come back later and tell the truth quietly, and keep everybody not paying attention to what we're really doing, which is grabbing money and forcing poor people into from regular poverty into extreme poverty. They're taking advantage of the masses is what they're doing. And it's dirty. But yeah, so anyway, back to Kamala Harris. She compared the Prevolution to Pearl Harbor Day and 9/11. Honey, the people went left. They was like, I think they said over 3,500 people died during 9/11, and they mentioned what happened at the Pentagon and how you gonna turn around and compare this to that, and only one person dead, and it was one of the rioters. I think I get what she was trying to get into. Oh yeah, livestock is a real good investment, girl. Oh yes. Oh God, yes. But I think I knew what she was trying to get into, like trying to say, oh, it was an attack on democracy or whatever, which I don't believe 9/11 was no attack on democracy. That was just a terrorist attack because people don't like America. I mean, and America is the ghetto. I think I need a t-shirt that says that America is the ghetto, right? But anyway, so they went to dragging her. I was all right with that. They got mad because who was it? About the terrorist comment, calling them terrorists. Personally, I just feel like I'm cool with that. You can call them that. But to me, what I got from these people was absolutely virtue signaling. Yeah, anything that'll grow. There you go. But yeah, livestock. Oh, child, yes. Don't get me started. I'm so ignorant, Vanessa. I used to sit up and watch the cow auctions when it would come on the TV on the local channel, and I would just watch them like for hours. She sure can't. She sure can't. And she never comes across as sincere or genuine. I don't know how anybody can stand her. You invested in your brother-in-law's goat farm in Oklahoma. That's right. That's a good thing to do. So yeah, like I said, for me, it was a lot of virtue signaling going on from her and from Sleepy Creepy Joe, sitting up, oh, they did this. They're such terrible people. And I feel like they're doing that because they know these midterm elections are coming up and they don't have a leg to stand on. Everything you promised, you didn't do. Everything you said you would take care of, you didn't. The stuff you could have fixed, you didn't. You had control of all three branches, and you still couldn't get it done. You had not branches, but definitely those three sections that make bills and laws, not the Supreme Court, of course, not the judicial, But as far as the House of Reps and the Senate, you got it. The presidential seat, you got it. And y'all still haven't been able to get anything done. Right, I am unique. You get it. That's why I call it the privolution. It was a privolution. Okay. So, like I said, it was just virtue signaling. They was looking for something to hang their hat on. And see, one thing about it, when you a good person, you don't have to tell people you a good person. You don't. You ain't got to tell nobody you a good person. How much you want to bet? You got people like David Letterman. Letterman been giving out money and stuff for a long time, and he hide it. He hides it. I'm tell you something else. You got people like you. I'm tell you what y'all. A lot of y'all probably don't know. Y'all remember that joke of Johnny Carson? Y'all remember Carson? Used to have a Tonight Show. Carson was so good at being good and not telling nobody. Y'all know Johnny Carson almost went broke giving out money trying to help people. That's a good person when you do it and you don't talk about it. When you got to constantly try to explain how good you are and how evil somebody else is, it's probably because you're not such a good person. All that good old virtue signaling. But let me tell y'all what happened yesterday that I was shocked. Now, this one shocked me, y'all. Why ain't nobody tell me? Y'all, they say Dick Cheney showed up for the moment of silence for the privolution at the Capitol, and it wasn't hardly no Republicans there. And much like Karl Rove that we talked about yesterday, y'all know Dick Cheney is another Captain Republican. Baby, he showed up for the moment of silence. And he said that he is deeply disappointed in GOP leadership. Child, something is going on. Something is going on. They got support animals roaming around the Capitol. You got Dick Cheney calling them out on their mess. I almost feel like Dick Cheney is almost like a gangster Republican. You know, because I feel like George, the slow bush, I feel like he was scared of Dick Cheney. And to be honest, he should have been scared of Dick Cheney. Dick Cheney is scary. That's a scary man. I would have been scared of him. Me would have. Didn't he say that? And he showed up. Dick Cheney, the man that shot the dude in the neck. Man, look, I wouldn't play with Dick Cheney in a dark alley. I wouldn't. I feel like he's a gangster Republican. Yeah, he's supporting his wife. But the fact that he said what he said, girl, that I'm sorry. I was shocked. I didn't expect that. Now, maybe you did, but I darn sure didn't. Shocked the pee out of me. I knew he was supporting her, but I sure didn't expect that. I can tell you that. I didn't expect that. So, anywho, real quick before I go, because y'all know I got to go get little mama from the schoolhouse, or else I'd have sat here and chill out a little bit longer. But let me tell you what else went on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Say Dick Cheney killed so many of our troops and foreigners. He lied about weapons of destruction. That's why I say he's a gangster. Dick Cheney is a scary, terrible man. He is the warmonger to end all warmongers. And even listen, if I was a Republican and that happened, that's your clue that you went too far. Dick Cheney is a nasty son of a gun. If you gone so far that Dick Cheney said, I'm disappointed in y'all, baby, you've done too much. To me, that's like Suge Knight showing up and say, hey, y'all getting too violent. That's what it gives me. I'm just saying. Right. You say he remind you of Uncle Fester, girl. He remind me of somebody that'll cut you up and put you in a deep freezer. Sherry, now you right about that. Ain't none of them no good. You know I don't do Democrats or Republicans. I don't like now one of them. But I'm talking about the fact that somebody mean, terrible, and scary as Dick Cheney said that he was disappointed in the Republicans. I say, oh, y'all done went too far. Yesterday, I pointed out that Karl Rove was chastising them. I say, and Karl Rove, I believe Karl Rove worked for the devil. And Karl Rove is calling y'all on y'all mess. Y'all going too far. You are going too far. What you say exactly. That's why it's shocking, but definitely a big hypocrite. Girl, that's like the devil telling you too evil. When you do so much that somebody that evil is telling you, I'm disappointed, you've done too much. What you say, his eyes always creeped you out. Girl, listen, I don't want to run into Dick Cheney in a dark alley, a well lit alley, no alley. Keep him away from me. Okay? Now I ain't scared to fight, but I feel like, him and Karl Rove, them some creepy cats. Them some real creepy cats. Not like Joe. Joe Biden is creepy, but I ain't like, he don't make me want to swing. Like if Karl Rove or Dick Cheney get too close to me, I'm gonna swing. I'm just telling you, I'm not even taking no chances. I'm swinging. Yes, that is like Suge Knight telling you getting too violent. You need to calm down. Yeah. You say Cheney is the ultimate crypt keeper. You right, because he'll put you in a crypt. Y'all better leave that man alone. Matter of fact, sir, I didn't even say nothing about you. I don't want no smoke. I'll fight you now. Don't get it twisted, but I don't want no smoke. Okay, hey DT. And then real quick, they say Joy Reid about to get fired off her job at MSNBC. Now I don't know if it's true. It's a rumor. If I get it confirmed, then I'm gonna come back and tell you it's confirmed. Okay. So we're gonna see what's going down. The next one that we gotta drop in the air real quick before I run is that Ahmaud Arbery's murderers, all of them got life in the penitentiary. Now the son and the daddy, they got life without a possibility of parole. So they're gonna be a club booty for the rest of their life, for the rest of their natural life. And the neighbor, he got an opportunity for parole. And an opportunity don't mean you're gonna get it, but he's clear, so he might get it. It might happen. But the daddy and the son ain't gonna get no opportunity for parole. They're gonna sit there. They're gonna be a club booty. Okay, just so you know. You talking about Joy Reid? You like Joy Reid? I don't like her. I don't like her. Not even a little bit. But I don't know if she really gonna get fired. If I find out, whether it's true or not, I will come and tell it. Yes, life in prison, DT. Life in prison. That's where they're going. I don't know. I don't have the whole story. I don't have the whole story. I just heard that it's a rumor, and I'm gonna find out if it's anything to it, and then we'll let it be known. You say jail bars rock inside and dropping this. Okay. Listen, I'm a Johnny Cash fan. Live from Folsom Prison. Yeah, Club Booty. That's where they're gonna be. Yes, good. It is a good Friday. Y'all feel like watching a movie later? We can if y'all want to. Yeah, Joy Reid is extremely annoying to me. Extremely. Say you tried to like Joy, but you can't stand her. I know I can't. Oh, child, I thought it was just me. Say, well, these outfits and hair is far too much. So bye, Joy. Right. Yeah, at least they sentenced them right, Sherry. Because I was sitting there like, okay, y'all say they guilty, but they notorious for turning around and then giving them a pat on the wrist. So I'm glad they got their good old life. Yeah, nothing Nathan but penetrate. Did you go back to Biggie Smalls? Morgan's Musings. I caught that. Right. That's right. Jailhouse Rock. You say going to what is Club Med prison? They going to a state penitentiary. They ain't going to no federal prison. I worked in prisons. I have never seen a state prison that was Club Med. Nah, unless they put them in protective custody, they going to Club Booty. Okay, booty rocking everywhere. That's what's finna go on. Now the daddy look a little stiff. Maybe the boy can still throw it in a circle. We'll find out. No, I didn't hear what his mama said. I can't watch that stuff because I get depressed watching that. Like it do something to me on the inside. Yes, they had to have hatred in their hearts to do what they did. That was horrible. And I feel for his mother. I really can't watch that kind of stuff play out because it just makes you feel so bad just watching that. It makes me feel bad. Let me say that watching that stuff. I just wanted to hear what the sentencing was. And right, you know what I'm saying? Once I heard they got life in prison, I felt a little bit better. Yes. That's what I'm saying. You know, that woman ain't gonna never, you know, I don't want to say she'll never recover. I don't want to speak that over her life. But I know that her life won't ever be the same because those animals took her baby from her. And I'm a mother. I have a son. I don't want nobody to come take mine from me. You know what I mean? So I can't imagine how another woman feels like. And I have good friends that have lost children to violence. I just pray that that'll never be my portion because I can't imagine how she, you know, I know God is able. Don't get me wrong. I got that. But I just cannot imagine what that must be like for her. So prayers out to her. But I'm real glad that them animals got what they need. They need to be in a cage for the rest of their life because they do not need to be around civilized folks. That's where they don't need to be. Yeah, too heartbreaking. Too much. But I had to put that out there just before I go. Y'all hear the keys, so you know what it means. I gotta go get little mama. But I'll see what everybody's doing later. If we ain't doing nothing, we might kick it a little bit later in our Royal Family Media Room. Watch us a little something, have us a good time, and laugh and talk like we do. Hey, Ray Ray all day. Yes, it's a good Friday. Oh, wow. Yeah, Sandra. Exactly. But listen, y'all, I gotta go. You know I don't want to, but I got to. I still gotta go be mama. Okay. But I love you guys. If you didn't hit the like button on the way in, please, please hit that bad boy on the way out. I'm gonna try to come back later. No promises, but I'm gonna try. And we'll see y'all in a little bit, hopefully. Okay. Bye, guys. Love you. Have a great afternoon, great evening.